or should I say Tom Walker, is right about this. But it's the next bit that I'm really interested in.
Humour and offence are so subjective. They're so similar. I remember going to see Frankie Boyle, and he's an acquired taste. I think he's wonderful. I think he's brilliant. I think he's a brilliant writer. I remember going to see him at the Hammersmith Apollo, and I was sat there, and I thought it was a wonderful show. And there were 2 or 3 points over that night where I went, "Oh, Frankie, do you know what?
Too much.
Do you know what?" And all around me, people were laughing. And then 5 minutes later, so I was offended. 5 minutes later, I'm laughing, and the guy next to me is going, "Oh, no." It says it all. And I just think it amazes me that the left aren't really scared that the right seem to have claimed freedom of speech as their thing. The idea that Katie Hopkins and Tommy Robinson are the only people that are shouting about freedom of speech doesn't prove that freedom of speech is a right-wing idea.
See, that's where he's wrong. First off, I actually reject his idea of what right-wing means. The 2 people he mentioned there, Tommy Robinson and Katie Hopkins, they're worlds apart on many issues. You know, the idea that it's just the right that's talking about freedom of speech now is nonsense. But his suggestion that the right have just decided we'll have that and we're going to take freedom of speech as an issue, it suggests 2 things. It suggests, one, that we just saw a gap in the market and decided to take it. And secondly, it suggests that the left have just forgotten about freedom of speech. But that's not the case. He's about to say now the left are running scared.
And the left are running scared. The left are scared to say that they are pro-freedom of speech because they don't want to be branded right-wing.
The left are running scared of talking about freedom of speech because they don't want to be branded right-wing. That's just wrong. With respect, it's wrong. The left know perfectly well that they are opposing freedom of speech. They are actively opposing it. That's the whole point of hate speech laws. They're not scared of being pro-free speech. They're just not pro-free speech because they want to curtail what we say. And the reason the left want to curtail what we say is because the world is changing. We've got Trump, we've got multiple populist leaders throughout Europe. We're leaving the European Union. Things are changing, and suddenly the right isn't the radical, crazy group that it was maybe 10 years ago. We're not the crazy ones, and the left have noticed this, and that's why they're really ramping up these freedom of speech laws now, is because they don't want us to do any better. He says the left are running scared. I'll tell you who's running scared. That's the normal people of this country who see people being locked up for jokes. They are terrified. So no, the right hasn't just decided we're going to take that. But Jonathan Pie, Tom Walker, if you think the left should be talking about freedom of speech and promoting it, then more power to you. Brilliant. And I hope they do. And I know the only reason the left will ever support freedom of speech, if they ever do, is because they think that we're crazy enough to be seen through. But, I mean, we of course know that's not the case. So all the more power to Jonathan Pie and all these people talking about freedom of speech. But to suggest that we've just taken it as a right-wing idea, that's wrong. If you like that and want to see more, remember to like and subscribe and download the new Rebel app from the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store.